This section we're doing is going to be the right hand side wall, so we've just cut off the length and the depth that we need.
So I can cut them out.
This is just scribing the arch out in preparation for cutting it.
Actually press it in with it so it works. So it actually does leave a cut line.
Just leaves a line.
So your knife will follow it.
You need to repeat this a few times because obviously the more depth you can get, the better support it is for your blade, so it won't be tempted to jump out. So we're doing the same thing with the length of the windows, the side edges. Just go down it a couple of times at least.
Something new around, just get it, turn it round. Right, I think the door was round, wasn't it? Inside.
Yeah, it's just handy to keep checking the pictures.
There's a picture inside it somewhere there. Yeah, it's an arch door inside. So what I'll do is, rather than, I'm not going to cut that out, 3 inches. Right, the door will be about that high. And all 5. That'll make it 4.5. So, and the bend will come somewhere in there. And this is just marking the door out rather than, I'm not going to cut the door out because you can't see it, but you can see it if you look in. So if we divide that to 1/4 inches, And do the same again. That's the one.
So you're just retracing the arch. Well, I've seen now which door this is. It's the door inside the porch.
That's right. You don't need to.
It doesn't need to be opened. Or
No,
we're
just drawing the door in. Yeah. Because when you look in, you'll see this bit.
So all we're doing now is scribing in the panels, the cone planks.
Yeah, I thought so. Oops, that one's a bit sided.
Or the panelling anyway.
That's it.
Just erasing some unnecessary lines.
And that one. Just to show where the opening is. That's it. That's the
Okay, let's have a look. Can't quite see it yet, sorry, going the wrong way. There we go. So there's the arch at the top of the door. Panelling's in, so it'll look totally different when it's painted. Oh, sorry, gone wrong way again. Okay, let's have a look again, just twist it round. Lovely. So we can mark in the windows as well in that pencil, then it'll stand out on the film. Let's have a look. Go a bit closer. Oh, sorry. Let's get this in. Right, so there we go with the windows. You can see we've got 3 windows in total, and the door, which will be inside the porch.
These are really compressed because they can't do nothing about it. They're a lot narrower than they should be.
Well, yeah, obviously because of the...
Yeah, but you don't say that.
I am saying it. The windows will be compressed and reduced because the building's been reduced in size, so it's got to match up. But above anything else, it's got to look right. So we'll just compress these features. We didn't want to miss them out altogether, so it was easier to compress them and include them.
If you take them out...
If you take them out, you take too much of the character away from the building.
That's it. The church won't look right.
So...
That score really makes it a lot easier to cut out.
I'll just mention at this point as well that we've also got an engine shed for our own railway in progress, so we will be putting a video up showing how to do that. That'll be mainly a brick built building with a tin roof.
Thanks to them. Out.
That's windows popped out. Now that the lines have been scrubbed in, we're just going to go down it with a pencil and hopefully it'll pick it up better on the film. And then the next one will be to put the brickwork, or should I say stonework. So we're just finishing off the stonework for this side of the building. Quite a lot of this will be covered up because there is a porch that goes on and also a buttress. So, but we can't seem to see any particular stones that stand out, so it's just a random selection. Next step after this, we're going to have to paint it, but it will be just the first course really of paint. The base layer will be the usual sand colour that I like to do, and the coat after that will be the first coat of the pink shade, which is Dusty Rose. But I'll show you how I round the stones off, and just put in a few worn areas. So I'll let Steve finish off the brickwork. There's not much to do now. I will say brickwork, it's because most of the buildings we build are in brick, so it's rare for us to actually get a stone building to do. So we can just show that up. Just turn it round, there you go. So it is just random stonework. Okay, so all the scrubbing's done with a round tool. So the next job, so we've gone up and down and across, and I did actually slip and put a line in. I'm not going to worry about it because it's just part of the stonework. So our next job is actually to add some imperfections and a bit of wear and tear. So let's do a couple of bricks. So one of I noticed on this building is had a lot of these holes, and if you want to really thingy, I'm going to have to turn this around because I can't work that way. Okay, hopefully you've managed to get it. Not quite, I don't think. Let's have a look. Move you around a bit. Okay, yeah, that should do it. So I've dotted, just by dabbing with the same tool, a few holes. Now I want to really rough it up, then I can just score some lines like that. It actually breaks up the circles and it adds layers of stones that's actually flaked away. So I'll see if I can get it close up. I'm not sure if I can, but where's my finger gone? There it is. So, no, not wrong finger. Let's have another go. I'll have to take this one on. There. Hopefully you can see that texture in the stonework. Another one we can do is to actually just make little dents in and just move it along where you think you want a bit of imperfection, a bit of stoneware. Take a corner off if you wish. I'll probably take a few corners off actually because this was an older part of the church. Just put a slight break in the thingy just by scoring it across. And if you carry on that way, but don't go wild, just what you think's enough. You don't need to do every stone. It's just a representation. Remember, don't overdo it because you'll spoil the effect if you do. These type of imperfections, you can literally go anywhere. It's just random, and most of the stones had at least one or two in. I'm just going to rough this one up a little bit. Okay, so we've got the base colour of sand. I don't know if that's the one I use, Reeves acrylic sand. And what I've done is I've put it on, and as I've been doing it, I've been dabbing it off. And the reason for that is it just adds a little bit of texture, and it also helps it dry quicker. So let's move on to Dusty Pink. Oh, I keep saying Dusty Pink, actually it's Dusty Rose. I'll have to get that into my head. Right, here we go. So all we're doing is, doesn't matter where you start, just start. This is actually the first coat of the, it's a redstone building, mostly redstone anyway, and this is my base colour for the red. So I'm not even interested in covering every little bit. And as I'm doing it, I'm doing the same as I did with the base colour of sand. I'm dabbing it off. It just adds texture. Let's carry on. Different directions, and if you do actually get it into the mortar rose, I just use a cocktail stick to draw it out. This paint is Artiste acrylic, Dusty Rose, and it actually is a matte acrylic, so it does dry pretty quickly, so don't put it in the sun. Well, I've got a bit in there now, so I'll just get a cocktail stick. Just going to dry it out. Don't press too hard though, because you'll take your base coat paint off. A bit more there. I may even put a wash that will run into the mortar if I decide it's too light, but that's at a later stage. There we go. So you can see what's happening now, so I shall see you at the stage where the Dusty Rose has been put on. Okay, we're approaching end of day 2 now, so we've got these sides on one side and another buttress on. We've got one of the doors painted. That door's painted because it will have a porch on, and you won't get another opportunity to paint it. There's just the door handles to put on tomorrow. So I think from us we'll call it a day, and we'll see you for day 3.